start, drop my phone as soon as I get the camera all adjusted where I want it, and then I drop my phone, so I have to move the camera. Or I could just blah, 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 blah without anything in my ear. Let's see. That's funny. I opened up some loot yesterday that my Earth Angel sent me. That's hilarious. It was like 4 things in there that have just been sitting there since a week before the 25th, maybe 2 weeks before the 25th. So I like loot. Boop, 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 boop. I got this. I love turtles. I'm a standing turtle. You know how we're our spirit animals or whatever. We're all of them. You know, but bloop bloop bloop. It's so cool. And then I got this guy, so he can swim over and hang out. How are you today? Oh, I'm okay. Do you like my hat? No, I do not like your hat. You're not wearing a hat. Okay, have a good day. Bye. That was a book that I read when I was a kid. One of my favorite books. Go Dog Go. Now it's like division. Societies are collapsing because of division. Then I got this guy. And then I got a cool one that I got to figure out where to put on my car. It's like a turtle protector. I need all the help I can get. When you're a nice, shiny, happy being, the dark likes to take your shadow, take it down notches. You need to be taken down a few. You need to be taken down a few notches. E2 Molly, New Year's in the spring. How am I to make? Molly McCord just did a talk. Important people don't love my comments, but they know that it's rude to ignore them, so they acknowledge them. That's how it is. See, I can't wear 2 necklaces. Stuff gets all tangled. I'm a mess. I need help to untangle my necklaces. There we go. So we got a turtle. I'm getting hot. Got turtles. Turtles everywhere. That's me. I'm standing turtle. Dun 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 dun. E2 Molly. She did a talk, a Happy New Year's, and what did I say? I said, how am I to make a different Earth when people keep trying to keep me stuck in these fruity loops? And then I'm over here doing a talk about fruity loops and how people live in fruity loops. Why are people celebrating years when they kind of piss away their days? I've been a stay-at-home daughter since 2017. No days off. Hello. No days off for me except keep moving houses to keep mom out of a home. I don't live on the same earth as the rest of you, clearly. I typos all the time. I'm the typos. I don't live. I'm an electronic slider. I'll put my finger on the H and it'll turn into a P. Hello, welcome to my tiny tube. My name is Margie. I'm a Heyoka empath. And I don't live on the same planet as everybody else because I don't like their silly made-up reindeer games like New Year's. It's silly. New Year's is in the spring. A new year begins in the spring. When flowers bloom, the New Year's begin. When the leaves start to come, and they just hijack it with their own fruity little loops, because it creates cognitive dissonance. Because New Year is indicative of hope, and you're in the middle of winter. It's cold. I think California just got a whole bunch of rain overnight. When I went to bed, there was a big old storm that was covering most of California. Then I woke up. I don't know. I haven't looked yet. We're just all little radios, I think, and we move. And the Earth is its own radio, and we're songs. The tune in our heart. We travel around the course of the path of this life based on the tune that we have in our heart. And if we're going around with death metal and head banging and all that stuff, then it's a lot of aggression. Hi, Benno. I miss my dogs, and I got a lot of pictures of my dogs. Anyway, I wonder what ever happened to that dude. And people have had, tune in their hearts to songs that are dark and angry, and the sum of all parts, the collective, conscious of the earth has turned pretty icky itself. Like, I look at if that poster boy of America, Uncle Sam, if I look at the evolution of Uncle Sam, when Uncle Sam first started, somebody first penciled of what. Look, this is America in a man, big, strong, all roided out, you know, and it's just saying words like freedom and democracy, but not doing anything to substantiate that. We're just, a bunch of frat boys in secret rooms that are thinking that when they were little boys they took magnifying glass and killed ants. They had that song in their heart of death and destruction, and they never were course corrected. They're just always, because they're who they are, they're always allowed to do whatever they wanted. And then they grew up, and then they went into police forces, and then they went into politics, and then they came up with creative other ways on how they determine who the ants are, us, and how they want to torture other beings on this planet. It's just about torturing other beings. They get their rocks off from causing harm. They do, and then they go back to their secret room, and then they meet with their butt buddies, and they do their things for dominance and control, and then they get to take turns being big spoon and little spoon, and this is why civilizations collapse time after time, because these are the secrets that get out. The secrets are out. They can't hide it anymore, and now people, there's more of us that are just sitting back and not participating in the world. We're not participating in life. We're not playing the reindeer games. We're not showing up at the parades and all of the, because I'm sick of people telling me what I need to celebrate in the name of things that I don't believe in. Is what it was. And I fell for it too. I fell for the whole trap of believing in this country and words like freedom and democracy. And then I went to Crete when we bombed Iraq, and it has nothing to do with freedom and democracy, and all to do with money and controlling people and taking what people want that doesn't belong to them. And that holds karma. And now the United States is its own third world country. Because people kept getting, because they created these loops, holidays. Make them believe in holidays. Give them football games and baseball. Give them stadiums to be NPCs and unuseful idiots. So that they just sit and do nothing. While their own the infrastructure of their own communities are dissolving. But I see a future where kids are out there in like small excavators, 5-6 years old, moving dirt because it's fun. It's plain. It's just plain, When I grew up, I always wanted to learn how to use, I'll do it one day. I want to learn how to operate an excavator, because I was never given the opportunities, because there's a person that can do it, and then that guy doesn't want to give away any of the advantages that come with being that skid load operator or that crane operator, right? They could be teaching more and more and more people what they know, but they don't want to give away the knowledge, because then they're making themselves more obsolete. And that is the earth, that ideology and thinking is what I'm trying to change. Give women opportunity to get out there in the skid lonely. We'll have these, and stop, let have shift work. Have people, when it's in the summer, have people out there working overnights and 2 to 10 and stuff like that. Like let's abolish the whole 9 to 5. Like that's for a few people. That ain't for everybody. I mean, wonder what would happen if the whole earth went to one time. One time. I know that's like, that would really break things, but if like nobody used clocks anywhere and they just did everything willy-nilly and we're just walking along and saw a bunch of group of people and they're like, what are you guys doing? Well, our buddy has a plane, so we're all going to go over there to the land over there where the Chinese, where the formerly known as China. People are trying to make kind of like a globalist, like 100, there's like all these different timelines, and I'm, with my influence, I'm trying to create one that like the meanest thing in the Hunger Games isn't hunting people. It's like the elite sitting around watching them going, oh yeah, what would you do next? If you could do anything in the world that you wanted, what would you do? And they just tell stories of grandeur instead of going out there and doing it, because, well, that's just crazy for billionaires to exist. And for anyone to be making millions of dollars a year, because that's just crazy. That's the crazy stuff. See, I'm related to the important people. I just didn't take all the advantage. I actually, I guess you could kind of say I took the knee to God. To me, God is good, orderly direction. Don't cause harm. Thou shalt not kill. First rule, thou shalt not kill. Don't cause harm. I'm so happy to see all these people. They're getting to do things they never did before. Because the control is relinquishing. Whatever that control is in their lives, it's relinquishing. Like, I grew up, I guess I'm going to be 52, so, like, people that had kids my age are in their 30s, so they're having grandkids and stuff like that. So, and I didn't take that route. I just see a lot of people that are stuck in their loops. That they are training these young people, and these young people don't want to do it. These young people don't want to sit inside and play video games. They're discovering the world. And what a miraculous, beautiful place it is. I was always outside playing. I couldn't stand to be, like, I remember, like, the only time I had a favorite football team, because the kids said you got to have a favorite football team, so I just did what people told me to do. Okay, I guess I like the logo on the Pittsburgh Steelers, so therefore Pittsburgh Steelers, there it is, favorite football team. I can't stand football. It's for unuseful idiots, man. To think of the life force chi energy that is collectively used by the sum of all parts that sit in those seats to travel from all over the place. Cars, trucks, trains, planes, all sorts of means to go there and sit there and do this. Do this. Time and time and time and time and time and time again, and I just can't absolve to wasting such a precious resource, because we only have so many experiences on this earth, and people use their time in redundancy, living in the same loops, doing the same thing over and over and over, and they think like life is gonna get better. How? Life doesn't get better unless people are out there doing foot prayers, breaking those loops. I don't want to live on a planet where they even celebrate Christmas and even acknowledge Santa Claus. It's also terribly stupid. Santa's a psychop. I want to live where people have to, they're just trying to adapt to the changes of the earth because the earth is evolving. We just got to adapt to her changes. Because I know where I live. I mean, I lived here. This is my 5th winter, and it's and all the locals are talking about how, like, this was yesterday. These storms grow with cooperation with temperature within the planet. I swear. The way I see things are totally, completely different. So when I went to bed last night, so yesterday at noon, the storm started with this. And then it grew to this last night at like 5 o'clock. Okay? And then now it's this. So all these people in all these places are having a similar experience. Now let me look over here at what's Chicago doing. See, Chicago's about to have, Evanston is about to have, but it's just gonna see, it's gonna miss Evanston too. It's just gonna scoot right over the top. It's gonna go that way. Oh no, it's trying to come right down at Evanston. I see. Like, what? It's like remote control weather. It cracks me up, man. Just so people that collectively live in these places can play out their life stories. It's so funny how, like, I love astrology because I like to hear about how astrology is playing out in the lives of other people. Because I have people in my world that we have alignments that are so similar that our days, like, are the same. They just unfold in different ways. Like, she had a day the other day with her phone, and she ended up at Verizon, and it was an easy resolve. It just was like climactic. It was just it was calamity. It was chaos. It was stressful. It was in a heightened state when you dishevel and you all of your reason and logic just, like, go out to all things possible alert. And then I had the same thing because my car was acting funny and I didn't know if I was going to make it home, and that always presents with the large, with all the thoughts that come with it, because being away from mom for too long comes with its own pile of stressors. So we had the same experience the same day. The outcome was just different. And if people notice and pay attention and really start talking with each other, that they'll see they can start making these congruences in their own lives too. I dig astrology, and it kind of helps me with surmise with the sum of all parts. Anyway, it's not real. It's cold. It's cold where I am, but then it gets warm during the day, which is good. I think I nailed the caramel thing. I think I nailed it. I think I got it. I just didn't do it in this batch. I'm so much closer. This is the caramel that I made this morning. I should just go grab it. I'm excited because it's more things that I can do to bring to my community to help put people at ease, because there's so many people they don't know. And this stuff I infused with 20 minutes of the frequencies that I use. I use it.Artists is the program that I use. Stanley. I use this program. And so I did a preset, and I did stress relief for 20 minutes. So I set this and then the time for 20 minutes. And all it is just pure. It's like wah, 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 wah. And then I put this on the bowl that has the infused butter on it. And then I make caramel with the butter. And then I give the candy to people that could use a good night's sleep. Or a relaxing evening that evolves into a good night's sleep. And then you wake up perfectly refreshed. So that's my contribution to the earth, is I give people comfort. And see, because once your body reaches a place that it can be at peace, and your mind knows that your body can be at peace and doesn't have to be in inflammation all the time, that sometimes that when I'm in those instances where I gotta be in fight because flight don't exist no more, that I can keep myself at a baseline that's nice and easy, so I can assess the occasion and meet the occasion with the appropriate response. And that's what I want to teach other people to do too. You know. There's a lot of people that haven't had to grow up out there, but there's more of us that had to at a young age. And I've had to live in a world for a long time where I was told how I needed to act, how I had to act, and I was told to stay still and do this, and I was controlled and dominated because that's how those people wanted to live, because they can't control themselves. Well, I can control myself. I control myself. It's the people that can't control themselves. They're the ones that benefit from living in a police state, which we do. We live in a police state, a monitored state. It's all about getting a cousin paid and getting a contract and all that stuff. So it's all about, and I don't live in a world with money, and less and less people are living in the world with money. And I'm seeing on my FYP, less and less people are going to be paying taxes this year because they're tired of freaking all our hard-earned life force energy just going someplace over there to do something so a few people can make a lot of money. Like, the gig is up. They can't hold up the facade anymore. They can't. It can't. The propaganda machine, all of it, it's all coming down. America, Washington, D.C. is an extension of Hollywood. Everything's a lie. Because the only thing that matters if you have a family is providing for that family. That's what I come to realize. Because I came from an environment where families are being blood is makes you a hunted, so to speak. Makes you a target. Because I was the odd man out, and I was the firstborn to female to generations of Freemasons. And I had more moxie and more masculine energy than my dad, grandma, grandpa, uncle, all put together. And they were total machismos. They did whatever they want whenever they feel like it. You don't hear a lot of stories about how sons and fathers do things like climb on top of the Morro Bay Rock. Because it's illegal, but they didn't care. They just circumvent. You know, when people have power and they just do whatever they want. And then they bring their friends along, and now we're at this level of toxicity in the nation in which I live that I was willing to trade my life for. Thank goodness I didn't do it, because I'm here to take care of mom, make sure she's comfy, you know. But people that don't have never had to take care of somebody or be in proximity that has been taken care of, they have no idea what it's like. They have no idea what it's like to take care of anybody but themselves. And there's more and more people that on this planet that really can't navigate through the system. Like, I'm at a place like I have to be myself because I'm so tired of trying to figure out the person I need to be to get the thing I want in this office. Like, trying to me being me, I can get work done sight unseen. And then all of a sudden I'm some kind. All of a sudden people look at me and they put me in some group, in some category. Where in their mind, I don't know what I am in their mind. Well, maybe they should create an environment. Oh, here come the defenders. Here come the defenders. Like, I didn't even say anything for anybody to be snapping back. I'm just like, E2 Molly, you're playing the New Year's Eve game too. You're an astrologer. You're supposed to be. I said, I'm trying to create an earth where these crazy Fruit Loops don't exist, where people aren't going by the Gregorian calendar anymore because it's been hijacked. It's all, anything that's been taken, any ideology that exists because it's been taken over from another one that's less practical. If something that was worked and then it was taken over because a group said, this is how it's going to be because don't you know who I am? That's the stuff that's falling. I was telling my friend, I'm trying to get, like, I just spent $3,000 on a tune-up, and I'm processing on how to write this 1-star review for this place that did it. And the last time when I went in, like, they knew that they did me dirty. And when I do things, I get into such a heightened state. I get so, because I'm like, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Scorpio moon. And so I'm trying to process, and I'm seeing, and there, I'm like, she's like, and I was like, going, like, they charged me $90 to pressure wash the oil filter, and like, they changed the oil filter, and like the fact that they knew, because I'm putting it all together, because I'm gonna write a big one, because when I brought it in, when I first bought this thing 3 years ago, and I said, go through it, fine-tooth comb. If it needs to be replaced, replace it, right? And then they did things like replace the spark plug wires, but not the spark plugs. And then when I went in, like, a couple months ago, they were all finger loose. Like, what kind of a shop does that? That's not. And then if you look at the guy that owns it, he can't see his feet when he looks down. That tells me that people are too in their blessings and not enough in the work that gives them their tidings. You got to work to get things, and then you have periods of ease to rest until you have to go back to work to get those tithings. See, those tithe. That is like, churches they got rich people. They I don't want to call them churches. It's all false idols for profits. Getting in them, just pay us so we can have houses and be rich everywhere, and then when you need help, it's go to someplace else. Go pray for it. We'll pray for you. We'll pray for you. So all these, it's all coming down. It's all the bullshit's coming out, and I'm okay with it. I'm okay. I'm totally okay with it. Frauds, fakes, snake oil salesmen, dude, cracks me up. This conversation came across my FYP the other day. The Leo Cub on with this other guy. Some light dark radio or some shit like that. So a Libra and a Leo, and I'm just watching and I'm listening to these guys, and the Libra, it was like, like, the Leo keeps trying to talk up AI, so he an egomaniac. He's about easing God out. Me, I'm about nature. I'm about God, good orderly direction. Don't take all the water for your stupid data centers. I've been adamantly against this. I've been telling people about this. God, I remember when they first built the first data, just regular, not AI data center, not for all the fake shit, but this was like back in the early 2000s in Omaha. They built one out, like Council Bluff. Google built one out there, Council Bluff, Iowa. Because every time you save something on your design, it's saved there. And then, like, I save things in several places. I make different playlists. So whenever I do videos on that one, on this one sometimes I'm less motivated on this, but I share to 4 playlists on, so I'll share one video on YouTube 4 times, and then I'll share it on 4 different playlists on Pinterest, and then I'll share it on LinkedIn, and then I share it on X, Twitter, and then yeah, so that's a lot of redundancy. That's one, 30-minute conversation. So that's in how many places? 8, 9, 10. That's 10 places. That's 5 hours of data. They gotta keep cool. I wanna one day when I get to my own place, I wanna have my own server and just have my own designated servers, and then ultimately have somebody make a website for me, because I'm not going to. I'll contribute into its production because I'm a HCI guru. I took a class of that in grad school. Just to see if I wanted to go to grad school at Creighton, and then it's stupid. Education is dumb. Like, people can share this information and not have tenure for it, like, but people that don't have real practical skills, they like to hoard them like nuts in the winter so they don't have to do anything longer, Anyway, Earth is changing. I figured out my caramel. I'm pretty excited about that. Mom's happy and content. What's that one? I recently found a list Mom wrote 13 years ago. It was 39 ways she appreciated Margie, me, her daughter. It was for my 39th birthday, Earth Day. If I would have stayed mad about stuff that happened when I was a kid, I would have missed out on that. She doesn't write anymore because of a TBI. Made my whole Capricorn season. I got Capricorn in house 7th and 8th. Mom has 5 planets in Sag. Astrology, life is such a trip, and I'm so glad I have the mom that I have, and that I became the daughter that she saw in me, because she had my first chart done when I was born. And so she helped nurture and cultivate me in a way that was good for me, even when it was uncomfortable for her. And for that, I'm grateful. And I will always do the best I can to take care of her, make sure she's happy and stuff. To make sure she, we're on a rhythm now. We're changing clothes all the time, and soaking feet. We gotta wash hair today. It's much different than what I thought. See, because that's what they get you. They tell you the life that you want to have, and then they get you excited for trying to go after it. But you're going after positions that are already filled, so stop doing that. So I had to shift and change. Because people want me to be like them, and I'm not like them, so I won't do it. I won't do it. I ain't gonna do it. Nope, 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 nope. So I'm trying to make a nice little place for me and Ma, and just have people come visit and spend their time and share ideas and cook good food and laugh, man. I've had a lot of good experiences in life, and that's what I think I miss the most is being around a lot of people and just being around laughter. Like, I watch TV show, or Mom watches TV shows, and I find that I'm picking them based on the laugh track. There's a cadence. It's like dialogue, 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 laugh track, and then it's some of the good shows, they even have music that go along with the laugh track. Like Mom is like that. They have music in a laugh track. I love classical music. Life is better with the soundtrack. I found I'm listening to classical music right now. When I was growing up in California and I'd drive all over from one place in the state to the next, I'd listen to classical music. And then I got 8 anthrax facts and everything makes me all So I got to keep it nice and light and try not to get things. Don't let things escalate. Don't let things get to a serious point. Keep it nice and light. Don't get heavy, because I get heavy. Like, I get weighed down. Like, something happens and I get weighed down by tension. I get bogged, but keep it nice and light and just ha 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 ha. Everything's great. Everything's fine. And then everyone goes home okay, nice and safe. Where I live, people have inferiority complexes. They got all these negative, low vibrational feelings, and then they carry guns. So whenever anybody says something that triggers, them on how, something from years ago and they haven't resolved it, people get shot. Because you add alcohol and drugs and all that stuff to it, it's no bueno. And these are the things that I'm glad to see get better. But me and Mom right now are to be within, go within, just be within, stay within. There's nothing out there for us, so got a couple more weeks until the car's all squared away and fixed, but all of our needs are met. We're content, we're happy, and I'm just so excited. I got this whole freaking candy making thing down. I'm out of butter though. I gotta go to the store. I get to go to the store Saturday. I got to ride, and then I'll make another batch. It'll be good. All right, that's about I got for now. Thanks for hanging out. Hope you have a rad day. Peace.